let's just sew whatever. Hey everybody, in today's Throwback Thursday video, I'm going to be making the Louise barrel bag by Swoon Sewing Patterns. This is a heavily modified bag that I made for myself actually, and still love the crap out of. So just keep in mind that this is pre-filmed. This was a few, might be 2 years, 2.5 years, 1.5 years. I have no concept of time. So this was filmed a little while ago, so the things that I may use, things I may say, may not be what I would use today, because we learn, we grow as we change and learn more. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hello, let me know how the video quality looks. Got you guys at a little bit different of an angle. I'm not sure if it'll work. Do you guys ever feel like cutting and interfacing goes so slow when you're not really inspired, and then the second you get inspired you're like, oh well, that only took an hour instead of like 4, because I just realized that. Looks good? Okay, cool. CJ just like restarted the Wi-Fi and whatnot because it wasn't working for him, so I just wanted to make sure that it was working for us. So the last time I made the Louise, I was really intrigued by the way it's put together. The Louise is a bag by Swoon. And I meant to grab a link. I have an affiliate link for Swoon. I haven't made the Denver. No, it's not one that I probably will ever make, so I do apologize for that. I know, Sandra, I've done a few different views and people seem to prefer it when they can't see my face. So I'm not mad. It's fine. I make a lot of weird faces. Oh. Hello. No one's ever like actually said it, but they're like, could you just do landscape and not portrait mode? Like, how rude. Yeah, and Ben is sleeping upstairs and I tried to get him to come downstairs and he was like, no. Need a group hug, sending a group hug. I feel like after this video I'm going to have to make the Louise. Yes, so I actually have an affiliate link for Swoon now, so if you buy any of the Swoon patterns and use my link, I get a little tiny portion at some point, which is cool. So I'm excited. It's not something I had to ask for, you just like sign up for it. And I feel weird like doing this for money, but at the same time it's kind of nice to get something for the time that I spend without you guys having to like pay me, if that makes sense. I don't know. Oh wow. Hello. Yeah, it is pretty cool. So I also did that with Amazon. I'm not 100% sure if that went through or not, but that's pretty cool. So I can just like grab a link for the things I like through Amazon, and if you buy through my link I get like a tiny little profit. Again, that way I make a little something without you guys actually having to give me any money, because like I'm not doing this for money, but it's kind of like, well, if I can use that to buy patterns, buy more, to make videos for you guys, then awesome, right? Okay, so I'm starting out with my straps like I've always said that you should, and I never do anymore. But I'm using leather. So I want 3/4 inch wide handles. So I've cut this to 3 inches, and I'm using 1/4 inch double-sided tape along the outside edges. This is different than most straps I make, only because I have found that when I use the 1/2 inch in the center, it's just way too bulky. It's not quite as pliable as I'd like it, especially for a handle. Maria, I am making like a Frankenstein mashup of the Louise handbag. You guys have probably all seen like the Michael Kors totes that have like the smaller side panels and then the taller front panels, and I love them every time I see them. And the Louise, before you like pinch it down and add something to it, has a very similar silhouette, and I was like, okay, so I just follow these steps but don't do this, this, and this. So what I've done is I've added 3.5 inches in height to all of the Louise pieces. I didn't add any width just because I thought that the bag in itself was already kind of wide enough. I'm hoping I don't regret this. I'm hoping I'm not like imagining it bigger than it really was and I've just made a horrible mistake. But if I end up not liking this, I know that I could sell it. And since it's vinyl, or not vinyl, it's leather, I'd probably have to sell it for like $300 because the hide alone was like $200. It's insane. Leather is insane. Hello, Cindy. So I'm using, what ounce leather do you use, and do you have to do anything with the back? So I'm not 100% sure what ounce leather this is. I usually like to buy the studio sides from Tandy Leather. They're a nice width on their own. You can skive the back of your leather. You can buy a leather skiver, and it's basically like shaving. It's like a razor for your legs, but when you shave the back of the leather, the intention is to peel off some of the skin. So I don't mind skiving leather, but I'd much rather use a machine that does it because it's such a mess. So I tend to just use the leather in places I know it's not going to be too thick. And after you play around with it for a while, you kind of learn. So the black that I'm using is a studio hide from Tandy. A full hide of this is normally $200, but I got them on sale for like $100 at one point, so that was pretty sweet. So you can see I folded in my raw ends and left a little bit of a gap, and then when I fold it over, I want one side to be a little bit shorter. Hopefully you can see, like, this side comes out a little wider than this one, and I think that gives it kind of like a faux rolled handle feel. There's a fancy leather skiver machine with vacuum. What? You got that? Is that the, what is that called? It's some kind of animal name. Anyway, that seems amazing. I don't work enough with leather to require one yet, so I don't know. Oh, the Texo one, very cool. So I'm just gonna top stitch my handles really quick. This probably isn't technically like the correct way to sew leather handles, but I really like the way they look. They feel awesome to hold. I don't know, I'm weird. I cut my handles to, I believe, about 26, 27 inches. Alternatively, you could use just 2 layers of the leather and then sew them, cut them, and add the edge coat to it. The Cobra, Peggy, yes, you rock. Hi, Donna. Okay, so that is what the handles look like afterwards. So you can see that the part that is kind of uneven is gonna go underneath. And again, I don't know why I like doing that. I just feel like it looks professional, but maybe it doesn't and I'm crazy. But yes, these are gonna be my handles. I'm not going to add edge, the handles to these. I don't have words today. You guys know what I mean, the strap-ons. Yes, Sandra, this is the one I talked about making for myself. So this is a little preview of the leather that I bought. You can see it's got like a yellowy fuchsia. I don't know, I see fuchsia in person, but I don't see fuchsia there. I only see like greens, but there's definitely like fuchsia blue, like right there. Anyway, it's there. If you don't believe me, then I just made it up. Okay. I'm using a size 19 needle and I'm using bonded polyester 92 thread from Superior Threads. I'm gonna do hidden connectors. I've only done it on one other bag and my mind was just completely blown, so I'm definitely gonna do it again. I'm not gonna make myself like a matching wallet or any other accessories, only because I don't need anything new yet. Oh, you started your first, Emily, yay! That's exciting. I'm sewing with you. I'm making a 3-tiered skirt. Ooh, cute. It's a lot prettier in person. Is this the one you were talking about? Jeanette? Because I went in there like specifically looking for that. Ooh, Joanne's for supplies, fun. Fit in the same table? Oh, that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to say no, but let me just measure it really quick. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, no. The 2000 QI or the 2010 QI is about 2 inches smaller as far as the base of the machine goes, but the throat is much smaller on the QI. Okay, perfect. Yeah, when you were talking about it, I was just like, I need that, I need that, I need that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use black zipper. I don't want to, but whatever. Just use black zippers all over. We can add hot pink inside. Purple or hot pink? What's that color? Just gathering my zippers. Sorry, guys. Talking to myself. That's my zipper and I'm not worried about it. Mine's called the floor. Okay, so, oh, cool. Me on the phone. Okay, so I'm using Decaville Light on the back of all of my leather pieces. This gives it so much body, so much stand up without kind of like weighing the whole bag down, making it way too bulky to sew with. So that's what I decided to do. Yes. So here is the leather. Sandra, that's what I used to use too, an L-shaped desk. I'll have to start sharing my on this day in the past posts with you guys some more, because they crack me up. Okay, so I feel like I should get my iPad so I don't miss anybody's comments. What was that called again? No room here. Whoa. I don't remember what this leather was called, to be honest. I bet if you called them and told them you wanted the like holographic oil slick, they'd know what you were saying. Decaville is a game changer. Yes, it is. I'm obsessed. Okay, so I am adding a zippered pocket throughout the middle of the bag. So what I did was I cut my top portion. Well, this was one piece, and then I just cut it in half at 4.5 inches down. Oh, sorry, yes, the Decaville Light. This is sold by Barb, gotinterfacing.com. Decaville Light. Just buy like all of it, you won't regret it. So I want to add a zippered panel through the middle. So what I'm gonna do is just add these little zipper tabs, and I got this from the Swoon Sydney bag. Just about how I'm making it is inspired by that. Yeah, so I'm gonna fold my leather over about 1/4 inch. This is gonna get bulky really fast, but that's okay. I really wanted to use piping on this bag, but the last time I got inspired to make a leather piping leather bag was just a nightmare, so I'm not doing that to myself. I want this to be fun. I wonder how they make the leather look like that. I know, right? Like just a million different combinations of things. So I'm gonna cut my zipper to the length extra. I think I did the math, and this is like, this will fit a 9-inch zipper, but I don't have any black 9-inch, so deal with it. Okay. Just kind of lining it up right into the, look at that freaking math. Nailed it. Okay. So I've got this folded over a little bit, and I'm just top stitching the top. Who would have thunk? A top stitch on the top. Genius. Whew. Sorry if I miss your guys' comments. I kind of want to get through this so I can work on custom orders still tonight. Okay, so I've got my pocket for the outside. I'm gonna cut this into 2 pieces. So if you guys have a question, just keep asking it and I'll eventually see it. So I want to unzip from this way. This will be like the front of my bag. So just center that. Oh, clip it down. This is gonna get really thick really fast. So if you're copying this or something, just be careful. Glad you decided to make something for yourself. I know, I feel bad though, because like I made that backpack for myself not that long ago. Whatever, I just need a little break to have some fun and do something that no one's asked me to make, because it gets really exhausting making things for people. I don't know. So I'm gonna sew that on. And then as soon as I get close to that zipper, I'm gonna unzip. You could use a metal zipper for this part, but trust me, I've done it in the past. It makes it so much harder, and you're gonna mar the leather. So I figured, screw it, I'll just use a plastic zipper. What do I care? Okay, so I'm gonna zip it back up, and then I'm gonna flip this up. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave this down. Leave my zippered pocket zipper pocket facing down, and I'm only gonna top stitch through the top portion of this. Maybe I'll wait until I have the bottom piece on. I'm not sure. Nah, screw it. We'll just top stitch. A smart thing to do is leave the Decaville out of the seams you're folding. Just remembered that. But my machine can handle it. Usually it's made with a foil over the leather. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, this one's like kind of, it's not rough, but it's got a texture to it. Like, still soft. Devin, I am taking inspiration from a lot of swoon bags, but the basic shape is the Louise bag. I've added some height to it, and I've added this zipper portion, and then I'm gonna leave off a lot of the last steps. So keep in mind this panel has a taper to it. So we're gonna line it up. Stalking you again. Yeah, I was hoping that this lining fabric would kind of go with it without being too much, and in person it goes with it, but on camera it doesn't seem like it quite goes with it. So, well, whatever. It's my bag. I don't care. Okay. So if you're worried about it, you can baste your zipper in first and then add another, but I don't want to add that many stitches to it. I don't know. So I'm gonna start at that tab, and then as I get close, I'm gonna unzip my zipper. Leave your needle in, and just totally undo all the clips. Okay, we're getting towards our zipper again, so I'm gonna leave my needle in, lift up, zip it back up. I don't like to sew for too long with the zipper unzipped, just because your tape can get shifted around and it's not cool. Yeah, the leather is amazing. Okay, so just gonna open it up. If you need to iron it, you can iron it from the lining side, but I'm just pulling on it to make sure that I've caught everything, you know? Caught all my zipper tape, and I have, which is cool. So I'm gonna iron it really quick. Ironing the right side of your waterproof canvas is okay, just not the wrong side. And I was actually able to fuse interfacing to it, but it did like make it a little weird. I don't know. So I have my lining piece facing down and then my other lining piece facing up out of the way, and I'm top stitching down. Just gonna pull this as best I can. I could have just kind of cut out this zipper pocket panel or done an interesting facing, but for some reason I just like to add these panels. I don't know. It adds a little dimension, kind of breaks up the shape. So there's what it looks like on the front. You can see my black tabs. And I did that just because I wanted to, again, break up how bright it was. And then when you unzip it, you've got your pocket panel. So now what I'm going to do is sew it together. And then if you wanted, I just did this on a bag recently. I kind of stole it from the Atlas pattern by Swoon, is then you can stitch your pocket down through the outside and just kind of go straight down these lines. And if you're really careful, it does look pretty cool. But I don't know how I feel right now. Those pieces will be uneven. And I'm sure there's a way where you wouldn't have that problem. I just don't know it. So I think I'm just gonna do what I did on the other bag because I'm just really curious, like, and just stitch down. Yeah, let's frickin' do it. So I'm just gonna grab a straight edge. No, I'll grab a real ruler. Lauren, I have a technical question that you might be able to help me with. I inherited a FAF industrial machine with a servo motor. It works beautifully, but it scares me because it's so fast and control is difficult. There should be a little switch on your machine that you can kind of slow it down with. Mine has one, it's underneath here. If not, Google is your friend. Okay, so that would be 2 inches from the side, and that would be 2 inches from the side. So I'm just gonna do it, whatever. It's my bag, right? It's my bag. So just go from here straight down. You wanna make a really light line that you'll be able to erase if need be, or one that only you can see. And I'm using this silver. Oh, you haven't looked underneath? Please let me know if that's the problem. I would be like, I feel so smart. So starting from the top of the zipper panel, holding onto your threads, backstitch, backstitch, stitch length at a 5, backstitch there, continue all the way down. Yeah, baby. Oh, I like that. You can hardly see it. It's super subtle, but like now you know that pocket is frickin' secure. So I'll start at the top, just so I know. And it's kind of hard to see that silver, but the light does reflect it. Cool. So there is what the backside looks like now. I've got that closed off completely. The sides are nice and secure. And then when you unzip it, you got a pocket. And it's nice and deep. You can see how far down it goes. I'm excited. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my strap connectors, which are going to be super fun, and I'm really excited about them. I'm also adding a key clip out of this magenta inside because I really wanted to use this magenta leather that I bought as like the side panels and the accents and stuff, and I was like, no, like, it's a Little Mermaid bag, it's gonna be gaudy. And if I'm taking this like traveling with me at the airport, etc., I don't want my bag to be too ostentatious. I would say I use black and white as often as the other, hands down, no contest. So for my connectors, I am doing hidden connectors. Evie, what? Did you order a new machine? I'm doing hidden connectors, which is where you like cut a little slit out of your leather and you sew down your connector on one side and then insert the other and sew again, add a rivet, and it holds really nicely. So I've cut one piece at 3/4 of an inch and one piece at 1/2 inch. You could edge coat these if you wanted. You could add interfacing just so they don't stretch, but I think once I sew these together, they'll be fine. And so that's what it looks like. You'll see a peak. Awesome! Did you go with Steve from Sewing Gold? I actually emailed him to work on like a special deal for you guys, so I hope you got a good price from somewhere because you deserve it. So that's what it'll look like. And I want to make sure these are like nice and centered, so I'm going to spray these really quick with a basting spray, and I'll get to it. Oh, there's my basting spray. It's not far. Cool. Why do I feel so tired? Whoa. I'm so excited for you. I hope you love it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this and carefully place them. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so excited. That's a good feeling when it comes put together. I don't know what I would have done if mine didn't come put together because I already had like a panic attack when it arrived. Oh, I can't wait to see all the things you make. Start out slow. Start out slow. Okay. So that's what those look like. And I'm just gonna sew down the sides of each of them, stitch length 4 1/2. And this will keep it from stretching out and, you know, disconnecting from the other. We'll just chain stitch it. Chain stitching. Get ready to see our stitch. Chain stitching sounds like gone fishing. Yes, slow. Oops. That does remind me though, I want to do a full video on like walking you around the machine, but at the same time, like there are already videos of that, so I don't know. I'd probably like say something wrong. But maybe I would learn something then. Like, Lauren, I'm sorry, that's not right. That's not right, is it? Yeah, that's true. I always forget that. But again, like, what if I'm wrong? Like, all this time. I don't know, my machine's been doing pretty well. I think. I hope. Oh, these connectors, y'all. They're all so pretty. I kiss them all. It would be nice, okay. Well, that'll be one that I make for YouTube only because, y'all, those hits. Oh, I have been wrong before, and I'm not afraid to say it, which is a good thing. Okay, so I've cut out this little strip of leather to be about 1/2 inch by I don't even know how long, and I just added my swivel clip to it, and I'm gonna put this inside the bag to hang my keys on. I've been using an old bag and I can never find my freaking keys because I don't have my key clip. And then this bright pink on the inside of the bag, like, how can you miss it? So I think this is something fun that you can add to the inside of your bag. It takes seconds to do, and your customers, if you sell your bags, are gonna be like, ah, look at that, how cool. I would wanna see too. I'm saving for my new machine, hopefully middle of August. Sure enough, you are spot on. My husband has just come back from sewing room. It says we are in. Oh, so many long comments. Oh, thank you. Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Hey guys, I wasn't wrong. That's so exciting. Hey Vanessa. And I think the best part is, like, I just remember calling Dana, like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? So it's fun that I've learned from her and can share with you guys, and I can learn some more too, and it's just great. Okay, I'm grabbing an X-Acto knife. Okay, so hidden connectors. Where do we want them? Let's start here. Ooh, mama, what a pretty bag. Ooh, baby. Yes, this is leather. Oh, I love the fabric. No, you do too. We've been asked a million times, what are we making? Summer, we are making a Louise mashup, but it's basically Louise, just with a few things changed. So I'm gonna start 2 inches from the top. Yeah, I like that. So 2 inches from the top, I'm gonna kind of center this out. So it's about 12 inches wide at that top portion. And I'm just gonna kind of play around with where I want these connectors to be. Maybe 2 inches in, 2.5 inches in. Oh, that's 3. 2, oh, 3, yeah. So like there. That feels good. We're gonna lose 1/2 and 1/2. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, this is the bag for me. I'm excited. And you know what's funny is I always say, like, oh, I'm gonna use this, and then like I end up hating it and I sell it and stick with my old bag. Okay, so I'm going 2.5 inches in, and I'm making a 3/4 inch long slit, if this will stay in place, which it's not. Okay, what can I put on my finger? I'll try this piece of cork. CJ like sliced his finger open with an X-Acto knife last week, so I'm not about to do the same. Okay, so I could use a rotary cutter, but I don't think it would work very well. Okay, so starting here, moving along. To the 1/2 inch mark. And for those of you who weren't watching, I did put a little mat down, so I'm not just like cutting through the surface of my table. I'm not a monster. What do you carry? I actually just started carrying a bag, the Compass Tote. Oh, cool. I actually, I'll go grab it in a second. It's an Emily bag that I made myself a last year actually, and it's got cats on it, but people are always like, oh, what a cute fox bag. And before that I was carrying what I call the Sarah bag, and I like it. It's just kind of small, so I switched over. I'm worried this one's gonna be kind of small too, but we'll see how it goes. So these are what starts the hidden connectors. You can see the little eyeballs of my bag. Are those even? I'm like having a little freak out moment. They're even. They're totally even. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah, they're fine. So what you do is you just kind of sneak this up the wrong side of the bag. I think. Yeah, this is right. And this is definitely one of the big reasons that I interfaced the leather first. Is because I don't want this to stretch out a whole lot. Okay. And I want quite a bit inside of there as well. Holly, this is actually leather. Yeah, Cindy, I love that bag too, but you know. Okay, so this is gonna start it. I'm actually gonna finish inserting them here, and then we'll talk about how exactly to do it. So get my bag right 2 inches from the top, yes, and then 2.5 inches in. Okay, actually I think I can just mark these out. 1, 2.5, and then we go to the little quarter mark. I always forget that these come off with friction, and then I like rub it in and I'm like, wait, where did it go? So you just make like one continuous line. Don't be an idiot. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. You guys probably think I'm doing something wrong with this, but it's just like, it's broken. I've screwed it in as tight as I can, and it always wants to move, so I give up. Okay, 3/4 of an inch. And you'll probably have to do a couple passes, especially with a really thick leather like this one that's interfaced also. Okay, 3/4 of an inch. So if you're wondering what this is called, it's called a hidden strap connector. And I can't remember who made the original tutorial, but it was in Creative Bag Making, and it's really cool. I actually want to do this on a bag for my sister, so this will be a good example. So let's see, I just kind of cut these to whatever length I wanted to. I want to say they're 4 inches long, just so you have an idea. I'm going to set them up to that line. And then you want to stitch them down at the top. So the wrong side is facing up, you're going to stitch them down, and that's going to close the top of the hole, and then you're going to add your hardware and fold them back through. Oh, summer, I know, right? You're gonna add your hardware, and then you're gonna slide it back through, and then you can stitch again along top, and then I'm gonna add 2 rainbow rivets. Don't kill me. Okay, so I'll zoom in so you guys can see this. That's the best I can do. Sorry. So we're just gonna sew. Use like a smaller stitch length. This isn't gonna be seen, but it is gonna help secure that in. But again, you wanna be careful it's not too small, especially if you're using vinyl or even a really thick needle, because you're gonna perforate the leather and it's just gonna rip, leather or vinyl. I haven't done this with cotton, but you could, as long as it's well interfaced so it's not gonna fray. You definitely don't want to see your stitching along the outside or anything. You just want it to be nice and careful. I think this looks really cool with like crossbody. Ooh, yes, okay, done. Thank you, Lauren, for saying that. So I wanted to add crossbody strap connectors to the side, but I didn't want to add it in this seam because it's already going to be way too thick, so I can add a hidden connector to the side. But bam, thanks y'all. Oh, am I hyper or what? Okay. So unintentionally I made a line and I'm just going to use it. This was actually where I wanted to add my zipper pocket, and then I was like, that's way too high. Yes, Evie. So now that you can learn from my mistakes, you're set. Buy Tex 92 bonded polyester from Superior Threads and size 19 and 18 needles. 18, 19, and 20, I should say. That's it. That's all I would recommend. That's all you need. It takes a village. Heck yeah. We need Helen. She's the genius. Every time I look at my wallet, I think of her. And how much fun we had making it. All of this here. Okay. Okay. 92. Yeah, boy. Tex 92. Bonded polyester. Kylie in the house. What up? All right. Where is my mind? Okay. And you're out of your mind if you think I'm not going to use anodized metal hardware. Yes, so size 18, 19, and 20. I do use 20, especially with leather. And Tex 92 from Superior Threads. Okay. So now we're gonna just... Having pliers for this would help like exponentially. Just saying. I should probably take my own advice and go get some, but whatever. Yeah, 18, 19, and I do use 20. I will say that I've been using 20 a lot lately with leather. Don't use your teeth, guys. So sparkly. Thanks, Kylie. Okay, we're just gonna keep using my teeth because it seemed to work pretty well. It's a tight fit, but that's good. That's what you want. Oh, Mother Mary and Joseph. Look at that. Look at that hidden connector, you guys. Just, can we just, oh, perfect. Yeah, Vanessa, sorry. I figured, guys. Sparkly like Edward. It's the Edward bag. Oh, you're so pretty. I'm gonna love you forever, unless I don't, and then I'm gonna cry. Oh, Cynthia, yeah! So I'm using the simple square rings from my website because I didn't want the chunky hardware. It would have been way too overpowering with everything else going on. So it definitely would have looked good, but you know, you gotta be a little conservative. Just, there we go. Got it through. So you can have as little or as much as you want showing. You could pull it up a little higher if you wanted to, but I like that a lot. Let's just take a moment to appreciate those, like, hello. So I'm gonna stitch over top of that, and then we're gonna add 2 rivets right there, and then this bag is going like literally nowhere. Like those connectors, this could hold like 75,000 pounds. Your connector is spotty. My connection is spotty? No. Because they can't handle this. Somebody call my IT guy. Oh wait, that's my husband. Okay. So I'm using a 4 stitch length, just going real slow, over top, back stitching once, coming back again. And then instead of cutting it off, I'm just gonna go from 1 to 1. And then if you wanted to, instead of riveting, you could be done with your connectors just like that. Because I think that's pretty dig-dag done, secure. But we can't stop, and we won't stop. Okay, that's your little Miley moment for the night. Are we still not connected, y'all? Everybody? I watched a Southern girl do a video earlier. Shouldn't have done that. Yes, it is beautiful. It is glorious. So I'm just gonna add 1 rivet, actually. We don't need to go too overboard. Gotta run, have fun. Definitely will post pics after. Dana, we are making a modified Louise bag by Swoon. And I said this earlier, but if you guys are gonna buy a Swoon pattern, please use my link. It's an affiliate link, so I get a little piece of the pie if you use my link. And you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's sporadic and disconnecting and broadcast interrupted. Yeah, okay. Let me hit the connect and disconnect button really quick. Guys, I don't even know if I can get through this many pieces of leather. Holy bejesus. Okay, let me just swipe up, connect and disconnect. Sorry guys. Disconnect. Disconnected from the force. Reconnect. Oh, perfect. Kylie, could you do me a huge favor and post the affiliate link in this video too, just so other people can follow it? Sorry. Thank you. Let me just be the worst ever. For you. Yes, thank you. Okay. Trying to get through these many pieces is not easy. Oh my goodness. So we've made it through 1.5 pieces maybe. Okay. So far I've riveted through 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, but the 5th one. Cindy, I completely agree. So I contacted Steve from Sewing Gold and I was like, so I feel weird asking, but like, you got any of them affiliate links? And he's like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, well, that's okay. I just want to be able to give you guys a good product. I don't know. All right, we've got our rivet in place. Goodness gracious me, oh my. Honestly, I'd rather you guys get a deal on something than me getting stuff for telling you about it. I don't know. Like, the convention that I do shows with most of the time, they have affiliate links for their conventions, and if you send people through your link, you get a little cut. So you can offer the people 20% off and you get nothing, or you can offer them 10% off and then you get 10%. And I was like, I'm offering people 20% off. No way, dude. Like, that's so crappy. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're just through the connectors. Oh, that's not what I want. Also, you guys, please do not kill me for using rainbow rivets. I'm sorry, I'm hoarding them. Not really, I literally kept 15 for myself. Okay. No, that would be so much easier, but I can't. Okay. Oops. So with the simple square rings, if you're new to using them, they have a little welded connector right there, and you want to put that kind of where it's hidden. You don't want that showing. I just say that because it's not something I would have known when I first started sewing with like actually nice hardware. Oh, I'm just obsessed with these connectors. You definitely have to have rainbow red. I mean, right? Thanks. That's just, it had to be. Okay, and then after I finish this part, I am going to quickly go cut out crossbody strap connectors and grab the hardware for that, and we're gonna add them to the side panels. Whoops. Only because I now know that's how I wanna do it. Okay, so we've got those in. Let me scoot you closer to me. Sorry, it's gonna get a little Blair Witch Project-y. Okay, boom, nailed it. So if you wanted to, you could have sewn like another pocket on this side. You could add a slip pocket on this side. Do what works for you. But if there are way too many pockets in a bag, I just get overwhelmed and then I can't tell CJ where things are in my purse. So that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Oh, thank you, Summer. I'm into it. There was one bag that I really loved, but I never would have used and I sold it and I'm just so sad. So maybe I can make up for it now. Oh, hello. Hello, Moto. Okay. If you move your rivets around a lot, Nikki suggested that I get this for my serger. It's just like stuff that you put under plates in, it's like a non-skid surface, and I just cut a little square and put it under my rivet presses. And it helps so when you're pushing, it doesn't slide out from under you or anything terrifying like that. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited. So this rivet does good, but this is a lot of thick leather, so I don't blame it for not making the holes as I need them. You want to be careful too that, like, the harder you push with your rivet press, like the bigger the hole will get. So just be careful, because you don't want your rivet to just fall right through. That would be bad. Evie, I get my thread from superiorthreads.com, and I get my needles from waywack.com. Waywack. After my day, I definitely need a live session watching you make awesomeness. Oh, I hope your day gets better. And if it doesn't, just murder everyone. This is leather, and it's the most amazing thing I've ever purchased. Oh, okay, got it through the hole. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have any affiliate links for those websites, so shop away. The type of needles that you want to get are DP X17 or 135 times 17. 135 times 17. That is the needle type. Oh, mama. Okay. So that is completely cut. I am just gonna leave this here for you guys to look at while I cut out my crossbody strap connector pieces. That I didn't know. I'm probably just going to use the same crossbody strap I've been using on all my bags. Perfect. So we're going to cut an inch of this. And half an inch of this. And this. Perfect. Zoom you back out a little bit. So, crossbody strap connectors. I've cut this piece to 1 inch wide, and then the other piece to half an inch. I'm just centering it. And then I'm gonna stitch down, stitch down, stitch down, stitch down, stitch down, stitch down to 9. 4.5. So I'm going to fold this in half and cut it in half. Leather is thick. All right, we're going to grab our side pieces. And then actually going to mark half an inch, because if you've made the Louise before, you know you fold over pretty much all the pieces by half an inch. So yeah. I think I want these to come down 1.5 inches. No, 1.75. Okay, I'm gonna center it at 1.75 from the top. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inches wide. 3.5 is the center. So we're gonna have 3 inches on either side. And I am just using a super fancy ballpoint pen to mark this because I'm a psycho. Yes, there's an unfinished part of the basement that I keep like all of my stuff in. Oh no, Jackie, there is a full-length video too if you ever need help. It's on YouTube. I haven't made one for this group yet because, you know, I suck. But I'm so sorry if I miswrote something. I had a lot of good testers for this one too, so blame them, not me. It's never my fault. I will never take the blame. I'm joking. I'm so sorry. Okay. 1 inch. Does that happen to anyone else where you get like obsessed with a technique and then you just have to use it like 40 million times and then you're like, okay, I'm over it? I feel like this is gonna be me with these connectors. Oh, I'm definitely using it on the stargazer that I have to make for a custom order. I think that's why I'm making this bag, because I do not want to make another stargazer. I love this customer, but I hated that bag. We're gonna make it better this time though. Do I need to do that one live? The stargazer, like, but better? Why am I asking you guys that? Of course, you're gonna say yes. I think the second you guys say no, please don't do a live video, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I have no point in living. Just be done then. Okay. Bring this up. I'm leaving 1.5 inches inside. I know, right? Like, yes, please. Do that one again. I'll need you guys to get through it. Okay. So stitch over the top, right next to the opening, but not underneath the opening. That would be very bad. Okay, so we're gonna slide that through. Oh, you couldn't find it? Oh, it's in the pinned post I commented. But don't worry about it. I can edit the video and add it. Oh, but you did find it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like SS345, I don't even know. 8675309. All right, so now we're gonna stitch over the top like that. And then since this is the crossbody connector, you could glitter vinyl myself yet. Oh man. Okay. But you could stitch like a box stitch over this if you didn't feel like riveting would hold it well enough, or if you didn't want to do that to yourself again. And I am not going to do that to myself again, so I'm just gonna sew another stitch line down the way. And I think that looks great. So there's that. So you can add a rivet in the center too, and then you've got a stitch line, a rivet, and another stitch line, and that's going where? Fucking nowhere. Yeah. Maybe I will add a rivet. I'll probably add a rivet. Oh, I can't really add a rivet now, unless I want to, Nope, not adding rivet. No one cares. Oh no, that's the worst. The glitter vinyl was so fun. Yes, thank you, Kylie. So if you guys need to purchase any swoon patterns, please use my link to get there. I think that works. Oh, does it work? Or do you have to put a specific pattern name? I don't know. Hello, Cheryl. Okay. So we stitch over top of that. Ooh, oh, that's a lot to leave inside. That's what she said. That's not too bad. Okay, add my connector. I may have unintentionally left like this smaller piece to help me pull all of this through. Cheryl, we are making a modified Louise by Swoon. And it's looking sexy. So this is a hidden strap connector for those of you who just joined in. And what you do is you add a slit, you insert your connector upside down, stitch along the very top before the opening, and then once you slide it through, it's just kind of peeking through there, saying hello. And we're gonna stitch along the top, and then we're gonna go about an inch down and stitch along that again. You can also add a rivet. You can also sew a lot closer. You could sew a box stitch. Little box stitches on the crossbody connector. Little box stitches on the crossbody connector. But I think this will hold up just fine, and you know, it's my bag, so I'll sew what I want to. So you can add a rivet there. This is way too much leather for my machine to get through easily, and I don't want to wake up hurting. A telescope pen thingy with a string magnet at the end that extends out so I can, whoa, that is so cool. With a strong magnet. Kylie, that is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so I'm gonna fold this in half, make a center snip, just because I know I'll have to do it later, and repeat. Oh, look at that, I already have my center. Okay, side panels ready to go, setting them aside. Front panels ready to go, not ready to do anything with them yet. I just made the Louise today, so hopefully, oh, I dropped that all over the floor. I kind of remember what I'm doing. I'm gonna fold the main panel over 1/2 inch and clip it. I literally just did this a few hours ago. Oh. What I love about having met some of you guys is like I can picture you on the other end of the camera. I don't know, it's really cool. I feel a little more connected, and that's a nice feeling. All right, so with the Louise, like I said, you fold over the side 1/2 inch. Gonna have to do a little bit of brainstorming. I'll cut out these zipper teeth also. Nobody needs you, zipper teeth. much better. Ooh, kind of. That's a lot. That's okay. You got this. Guys, we're probably gonna break a needle. I can feel it. It's gonna happen, but it's okay. All right. Oh, I'm so freaking excited. I don't want my zipper at the very top. I'm gonna make it part of my lining instead of like at the very top, because there's like a 2-inch, so I want it to be about 2 inches down. I want it to like rest at the top. Whoa, whoa, dive down. It's worth it. Yeah, it was really fun. Okay, let's work on this highly intense lining. You guys are gonna be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I honestly thought about adding a side pocket so I could just like drop my phone in and it would land in the pocket, but meh, I feel like I'd just forget about it. So I'm marking my centers in the bottom of the side panels. Gonna set those aside. This is my bottom. Set that aside. I want to deal with my main panels right now and my pockets. So I'm adding 2 inner zippered pockets because why not? And then I'm adding a fancy schmancy like magnetic slip zippered pocket all in one, because why not? And tangled fabric, because yay, I am a child. Okay. So this is what I'm going to use this bright fuchsia zipper for. Maybe another fun colored zipper. Yeah, we'll make 2 fuchsia zippers. Most of this I just used scrap interfacing on. So I'm basically just, I think I just said I'm basically. I'm just making the zippered pocket, or a zippered pouch. Making a zipper pouch, kind of like you would for the NCW. Like a zipper divider almost. And then I have this piece that I've sewn a little interfacing to, so I'm gonna keep that there, just line everything up. Ah, look how perfect that is. Can't tell if it's my internet or not since my husband's Netflix is working fine. Is anyone else having issues with this video? Yeah, guys, let me know. We've been having internet issues today, so hopefully it's not me, but it could be. Yes, needles are super cheap from Waywack. It blew my mind. And those needles should last you a pretty long time. I have hordes of them though, because you never know when you're gonna break one. Oh, hold on. Gotta add my magnet. So I'm gonna fold this in half and add female magnet. pack of 10. Yeah, pack of 10. That is correct. Okay, good. Glad I'm working for you guys. So I'm just kind of finding the center. I've got a little scrap of interfacing, and I'm gonna add my magnetic snap. I'm gonna insert the male end on this side just because I don't want a super heavy weight on a pocket. Not that these magnetic snaps are really, really heavy, but you know. So yeah. It's not perfectly centered, but it's my bag, so whatever. Good to know, Lauren to the rescue. Woohoo! Alright, so I could like do this correctly with no raw edges, but they kind of get hidden in like a faux French seam manner. So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. I am using a small stitch length. And then I'm gonna trim down the excess. Of course I covered my trash can. So here's what we're looking at. And this is actually the inside. So I'm just gonna turn it right side out. Poke out my corners. Push out that corner also. Zip it up and then iron it. Okay. Zipper pocket. And then this is one of my main panels, and I'm gonna add this centered kind of near the bottom, I guess. I just want to like just sew it on right there. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add my magnetic snap, the male part, the female part, wherever she went to. I had it. I know I did. I'm sure you all can see it, and it's something I can't see. Did I leave it in the bag? No, those are just my purse feet. Okay, set those to the side. That's that. There it is. It's attached to a clip over here. So, just gonna throw this there. I added a pretty good sized chunk of interfacing so that I'd have plenty of workspace. I'm using waterproof canvas for my lining. So you can see there's all my interfacing. I'm gonna throw in the female part with the snap. Clip it down, and then snap that on. And now if you wanted to, you could add like 2 snaps to it, and then it could be like a detachable wristlet that's gonna just, you can take it out if you want or not. But I'm gonna leave it sewn on. I'm gonna sew it on, so I'm just gonna sew a little ways in from the outside so that you're covering that raw seam, and that's it. It's kind of cool. I just kind of made this up with the last bag I made myself. And then you just kind of fold in the end of your zipper right here and then sew over top of it. Back stitch, my stitch. Okay. That's it, guys. So this is a zippered slip magnetic pocket. And your minds are blown because it's so cool. I know. So there's your magnet. You can add stuff. You can zip it closed, open it up, and you've got a fun little zipper, you know? And you really can't even see the raw edges, like, at all. So it's like a faux French seam thing. Hello, Laura. Yeah. I am gonna add 2 zipper pockets inside just because I carry a lot of random stuff and I want more pockets. I probably should have placed this a little lower, but I'm not mad. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Thanks y'all. Glad you're into it. So all sides get folded over 1/2 inch. I'm so glad I could help you guys learn some cool stuff. Oh my god, I just saw the exterior of this bag and I got excited. Like, I totally forgot. Whoa. Whatever. Yes. I know, I feel like I always complain I never make myself stuff, but I feel like I make myself a lot. But whatever. I don't care. I'm worth it. I deserve it. All right. Zippered pocket. Gonna just make a little 7-inch zippered pocket on this side. I'm gonna use the tangled fabric so that it's not super bulky, and then this will be like the tangled side of the bag. Cindy, yes, he's upstairs sleeping. I tried to get him to come down and he was just like, meh, no. He didn't say that because he's a cat, but you know how they say it in their own way. Okay, so we're gonna add a 7-inch zip to this side. It probably would have honestly been smarter to add this first, but who cares? We were just too excited. Well, I guess we weren't, but I was. Evelyn, the ruler is from buypiera.com. Whoa, this is not centered, but this is. Don't care, it's inside the bag. And it's for me. So Lauren, I like to use the Studio Sides from Tandy. I think they're a really nice thickness without needing skiving. If you're buying in person, you don't want it to feel like a basketball. Like, that's my main thing. Thank you, Jacqueline, for posting the link. So yeah, I really like the Studio Sides from Tandy. I like the Venetian hides from Springfield Leather. But it is hard to buy leather online. Peggy also, I think you've ordered swatches from her. She has really great stuff, and I'm sure if you messaged her, she would love to, or she wouldn't mind like helping you out as far as that goes. But most of her stuff is good to sew through. Yeah, guys, add this pocket in a second. I just got so excited. This was dumb. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Thank you. Nothing more than 3 ounces. Probably not. I feel like a terrible person because I've never really looked at the ounces of my leather. Probably should. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for this bag to be finished. Oh my. Whoa. So for those of you who were watching the other morning while I was live, like, you can totally tell I'm not a morning person, right? It's like night and day difference. Ho, ho, ho. Good night, Cheryl. I'll be thinking of you, sending positive thoughts, positive vibes, lots of love. Not LOL, but lots of love. Okay, so I was saying that somebody posted about their friend telling them that she's not Kate Spade, she would never pay that money for that bag. Blah, blah, blah. Seen it a million times. You don't need those people in your life, for one. Everyone's correct when they say that. But also, like, even if you're not selling what you have, it doesn't mean you should give up or stop sewing if that's what makes you happy. I don't know. I guess it's easy for me to say that because I do sell a lot, but there have been times where I didn't, and I've worked really hard on stuff and it just, nobody wanted it. So I'd either like give it away and, I don't know, don't sell yourself short, you guys. Now I can fold this over. Oh, crap. Ah, crap. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Sewing is an antidepressant. Yes, exactly. I don't know if sewing is like an antidepressant for me or if it just kind of like hides the depression so much. Yes, exactly. Everybody wants something for nothing. So I didn't want to add the zipper at the top of the bag, but now that I've added this zipper pocket so high, I kind of have no choice. So let's talk about it. Let's think about it. What are we gonna do? What what are we gonna do? So I feel like that wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm okay with it. Let's do it. And then I don't need this, but I want this, but I don't need this, but I want it. So let's just think about it. What did you forget? Well, I'm gonna add my nameplate, so I can't forget that. I'm just trying to think about how I want my zipper pocket to be. It would have been fine had I not done that. Okay, so let's look at this. This is gonna get folded over. I'm gonna cut off the interfacing from that. Where'd this go? Okay. It's going to be good. Yes, they do, you know? It's just like, no. Okay, I'm just kind of gonna cut off and peel the Decaville so that it's not quite as thick. This won't be easy because this Decaville fuses really nicely, but yeah, there we go. That was really satisfying. Okay, much easier. I might even rip more of it off. Okay, so just trying to brainstorm how it's gonna look. Where did the zipper go? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm in love. So this is where the zipper is gonna go, and then it's just gonna trail off. And I thought it was kind of silly that if the zipper is at the very top, and then this like is poking out, like what is it really covering? So I wanted it to be down a little ways. You know, so it was a little more closed off, because one end is gonna be completely open. Like that. Oh, boo, you look so good. And I wanted to add like a wider zipper so that I could shove it full of things. But now I'm worried that this might be just too wide. I mean, I could add it like an inch down and it could be okay. Yeah, we're good. It's good. It's great. It's gonna be good. Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit of a recessed zipper anyway, but like the way I want it, the place I wanted it was about 2 inches down, so that way there wasn't too much of an opening, but I'm gonna put it like 1.5 inches down, and this will just be the pocket I keep stuff in that I never really use, so it'll be good. So I'm done with that. I'm gonna set it aside. I'm not gonna forget to add my key clip because this was like the whole reason for making a bag. Set those there, set these. This is a pocket, set that there. Yeah, so definitely it's a recessed zipper plan. We'll just put this pocket a little further down. So this is like a Louise mashup, but it's definitely mostly a Louise. You do not need to leave any pocket open for birthing through because it just kind of like comes through the side. It's a really cool bag in the way it's constructed. Okay, so we're gonna make this a 9-inch zipper pocket. Yes, no, 8-inch. 9 inch is just too wide. Okay, 8-inch. Don't forget to buy that zipper template, y'all. Yes, good night, Christina. I can't wait for it to be finished. I think we have about an hour left. for those of you at home. Aha, I knew it was coming. I was gonna say, I feel like I make pockets until I run out of thread, and then I move on to the construction, the final construction of the bag, because then I know I won't run out of thread in the bobbin. It is from buypiera.com. She's been advertising them like crazy. I love them. How long have you been sewing bags? I think it's safe to say I've been sewing bags for 3 years. Straight. Yeah, Lauren, I was literally thinking that after I said it, like, psh, she just gave birth to a baby. She ain't seen nothing. Well, now I really want a shirt that says some people birth bags, or some people birth babies, I birth bags. But that's like really insensitive. So maybe not. I'll just keep that to myself. For myself. Yeah, 1 year you've learned a lot, but you're still not quite there, but you will get there. So just keep making and having fun with it. I've seen people who are still carrying some of my bags from back then, and I'm just like, oh gosh, that's amazing, thank you, but please throw that away. But you don't know that you're not there yet. I do both, yeah. Well, heat transfer vinyl, I do both on yours. When it's done, it's silent. You hope. Okay. We'll close up this pocket, and then we're like ready to construct the bag, and I'm so excited. Oh, it's fine. So as you can say, as you guys can see, this waterproof canvas is awesome. With this machine, it does not wrinkle when you sew it. It doesn't need interface. Cannot say enough amazing things about the waterproof canvas. But again, there's nothing wrong with cotton linings for bags either. But I definitely feel like this ups my bag game considerably. Happy? You good? Yes. Okay. And then I'm going to clip the sides of this panel also. All your panels get folded over half an inch, half an inch, half an inch. Which is, I just love the way this bag comes together, and I'm so excited to apply it to another. Yes. Good. Oh, hello, broken nail. I was literally thinking, wow, my nails are getting long. That's so weird. Oh. Problem solved. Goodbye. Oh, I'll sweep that up later. Now it is time to add our panel, our zippered panel. So we're gonna fold the edges under half an inch. So this piece is 2 inches wide by 11 inches long, and once I fold it, it should be 10 inches wide. Let's see how it fits, like a glove. Sorry. So we'll do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Tape that side to side. Nameplate. Don't forget a nameplate. Yes, treat yourself. You're gonna love it. It saves so much time, and it's just like, you don't have to think, you just do it. It feels right. Yes, Jackie. By the end of this month, we shall all have them. Or not, whatever. You do you. Okay, zipper. Where did my zipper go? I'm losing my mind here. Zipper. Zipper. Hello, you're a zipper. Are you a full zipper? Yes. Yes, you are. Alright. So we're gonna make our like faux recessed zipper, or faux cessed zipper, as I'm gonna call it. We're gonna fold over the end. What are you, and where did you come from? Where are you coming at me? So jelly. Soon, soon, soon. I shall own it too. Yeah. Soon. Okay, folding the end of my zipper over at a 90-degree angle. Using my literal last clip. Wait, I gotta look on the ground. There's probably like 7 somewhere. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. Sandra, that would be so funny. And then she like hops on to see if I am. That could be why I like talk about it and then there she appears. Okay. So normally with a recessed zipper, you would add like a lining piece and the top piece, but that just gets too thick, especially with leather. So we're only gonna sew the leather piece because when you see the wrong side of leather, it's not that big of a deal. at least in my eyes. So switch to like 4.5. So here's what we're looking at. There's the back side, this is the front. Zipper tape folded over, and then you're gonna have a nice long piece hanging, and you're just gonna fold it over and top stitch right down here. So then you'll see the top of your zipper. And you'll repeat those steps with the other piece of leather. And then what I should have done was stitch along the side too. It's okay, I'll do it on this one. Must be close to bedtime. Okay, so we're gonna line up the bottom. Move that out of the way. And turn the end of my zipper out at a 90-degree angle. And stitch along the side. You don't want to stitch any outside of the leather onto the zipper, because then it just looks really trashy and messy. Okay, so then we're going to open it up. Fold your seam under and over. Gonna add a clip. Gonna add a clip. And then I'm gonna start stitching, throwing things on the floor, throwing a tantrum, the usual. Just everything. Put it on the floor. That's my yoga for the day. So if you wanted to, you could add another row of stitching underneath. This kind of reminds me of a stingray right next to, but it looks pretty good from the top, and pretty much you're just gonna see the top, so I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna lay it, I don't want to set it right next to that. So I want it to be about ½ an inch down. That's 1/4 of an inch. I don't know. Like, I don't want it to be in that seam, because that's gotta be a lot to sew through at the very top of the bag. No, I'm gonna put it 1 inch down like I said. So it'll be, you're gonna see the raw end of the zipper, but it's not a big deal. And yes, you will sew through that side seam. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I'm gonna add 2 rows of stitching because I don't want it to come undone. I could have folded this side over, but it just makes a big, bulky, unnecessary seam, so again, I'm not worried about it. Okay. So there is that. Here's what the back side looks like. Yes, you can sew through this, because it's gonna stay folded over up until 2 inches low, or lower. So let's go ahead and sew this to the bag. I wanna keep in mind the way my zipper is going. So this gets folded over and this is the back. So yes, that's the way I want it. You want to line it up literally edge for edge. So if your lining is a little bit smaller, no, that's totally fine. I like that. I'm into it. Okay. So here is what I mean. Again, this is how the Louise is made. So we're just kind of taking inspiration and the shape, and yeah. So there's a tiny little bit of hangover of the outside of my bag. I'm totally cool with that. That works. And then I'm just gonna use a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And again, don't sew too much past the piece. You don't want to see too much of your thread from the outside. I'm not going to trim my seam allowance, and I'm just going to open this up. And fold this over. So there's the lining of the bag. Just fold this over. And then we're going to top stitch. Kind of wishing I'd used like a fuchsia color, but I think the blue looks really pretty in person. It just doesn't look as great on camera. So trim all your threads if you can. And we're gonna top stitch with a 5. Oh, Mama, help me. Lord have mercy. Why am I doing to the glue? I'm so glad you're doing this for you. Yes. I'm excited to see it done. This is gonna be the most amazing bag ever. Okay, so this is gonna be the back of the bag, which I'm kind of torn with because I really love the way it looks, but I also love a clean, and then this is, you know, on your body. So there's what the lining looks like so far. We're gonna grab our other lining piece and attach the crossbody or the recessed zipper panel 1 inch down. It's gonna get kind of lined up with the edges. Lauren, you are an inspiration to even us older experiencers. Aw, thanks, Kathy. Okay. So, recessed panel attached. It is not the closest to this pocket. It'll be kind of hidden, but whatever. It's all good. So we're gonna attach. The rest of our exterior linings are facing each other. Exteriors are facing out. Everything's looking good so far. This is definitely testing my limits. But that's kind of what I live for as a sewist. Like, please give me a little bit of a challenge every once in a while. Without it being a request. Like, I just want to have fun. And entertaining. Keep waiting for CJ. Like, I know he's coming down. Oh, hello. I love the wrong side of the bag is still beautiful. What's happening? Oh, literally. So trim our excess threads, fold this under, and just kind of roll that seam, clip, clip. Probably will start cutting and interfacing tonight too. Lately I've just been like laying in bed on YouTube, and I think after I do this I'll want to be a productive member. I should be cutting out a couple egg aprons, but I can't stop watching the beautiful bag come together. Yes! No, I use a Juki DU1181N. It has a walking foot, so it's better. For me, it's better. You're looking for my bottle. Oh, you're getting the trash. Yeah. Okay, cool. I just got dizzy. Like it?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it cool?
It's very cool. I like that fabric a lot.
It's leather.
Leather. Sorry.
It's fine.
Excuse me.
Hold on here. Maybe all this too. Oh, okay, thanks. Cindy says hi.
Hello.
Look at the inside of this pocket.
Tangled?
Yeah.
Is there anything in that back one?
No. Nothing to concern yourself with. Hey, wait. Will you fill it with ice and stuff and make it cold, please? Thank you, I love you. Thank you. Okay, time to add the butt of the bag. Right sides together. I use Decaville Light and Decaville Heavy, I think it's called, or maybe it's just regular. So there's a layer of light all the way around the bottom, and then heavy as my Peltex, basically. So we're gonna sew that using a small stitch length. No, sir, I did not. Oh, it's in my backpack, my purse though. You can just bring the whole purse and I'll grab it. Please and thank you. over. Thanks. So this is my old purse. Where'd you go? Where did he go? Okay. Bigger stitch length now. Yeah, Jackie, I do love the bag, but doesn't have all the things I'm looking for in a purse at the moment. Okay, so now we're gonna add the other side of the bag. Smaller stitch length. Unzip the zipper and open it up. Stick your zipper underneath. Oops. Just gonna rearrange like that. Kind of hard to roll that seam over. But once you get it, you nailed it. Yeah, I don't know, the purse feet just kind of fell off the bag. So it's time to get a new one. Okay, so I'm gonna be awful and I'm adding 6 purse feet to this one just because I know I'm gonna travel with it a lot. So 1.5 in, 1.5 in. I just feel like the bottom of this one, 5 isn't enough. So 2.5, 2.5. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. Delete. So 6.5 is where these are gonna go. So 5 inches from 1.5 in is centered, right? No, why is that not centered? 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3 minus 11 is 9, so 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Okay, 4.5. 4.5, but that's not centered either. Oh, math. They totally fell off. I didn't rip them out like a monster or anything. I'm a monster. Okay, I'm just gonna call that centered. What do I care? I do care a lot, actually. Six and a half. 1.5 plus 5 is 6.5, which is 13. Oh, that's 4. There's the center. I'm sure all of you guys were like, Lauren, come on. You'll get there. We got there. Felt like I worked at McDonald's again. People used to think I was like the most idiotic person ever and I hated working there. I was like, no, guys, I'm not an idiot. This job is just mind-numbing. So, if you guys want a 6-pack of purse feet, all you have to do is order 2 5-packs and then you have 4 to use on a small bag and 6 to use on a big bag. And that's handbag math. So I feel like the Louise bag isn't the most practical. It's such a cute bag, it's really fun to make, but it's not the most practical, especially with how the zipper is attached. The shape of the bag, it's not easy to get into, but when the bag is unzipped, it's really easy to get into, and when it's unclipped, it's even better. You won't see. You won't see. Facing down. Thank you. Love you. Good night. So that's why I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. Is 8, yes. Which is where I was getting 4 from, but it wasn't working. Yeah, those won't come out as easily. Tee-hee. Oh my goodness, I'm so stinking excited. Okay, we can't forget to add the nameplate, and we can't, oh, I already did that? No, where did I put it? There it is. And then we can't forget to add the key clip into the side seam. So there's my key clip. Honestly, I'd rather forget my nameplate than the damn key clip. Nameplate, adding now. Those are exactly where I wanted them. Yes. I don't even know what I dropped. Mom, I need your help. Come clean. Come help me clean. Mom, mommy, mama. I don't think she can comment. Or can she? Okay, nameplate being added. Nope, can't go back. Man, I wish this was a rainbow nameplate. I wanted to order my personal nameplates from my hardware supplier, but goodness gracious, it would have been a lot of money. So I started with handcrafted instead. Okay. Oh. So now we're ready to add the lining bottom. This is what we're working with. Just a big, crazy amount of fabric. Here is the bottom of the bag. I'm using a little bit wider seam allowance. that our lining isn't saggy. I'm gonna open this up. Top stitch. I don't know why I like to top stitch the bottom of my bag too. I just do. I'm a weirdo. Oh no! Devin, I'm so sorry. Was it like the mirror finish ones? Because the metallic ones weren't too bad, but the holographic ones were. I would definitely recommend, you know, a walking foot. Number one. Or a Teflon foot if you can. The one thing I don't like about Teflon feet and roller feet is it doesn't make your stitch length as even as it could be. Okay. So then this part gets real weird, kind of like the Harriet. Sewing is a full body experience. Yeah, I think it was. I have the Juki, but I haven't tried it on there yet. My machine has no issues at all with the sticky vinyls. I'm not sure which Juki you have. If you do have this one, go ahead and use it on that one. Okay, now we are ready to add the side panels. The side panels are tricky, but they are not difficult. You can do it. So we're gonna grab just one of them to start with. The top is gonna get folded over 1/2 inch, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use this double-sided tape. The first time I made the Louise, I thought, oh, I'll just use double-sided tape on everything. No. For the main panels, when it says to fold in half, or fold in 1/2 inch seam allowance, just fold it in. But use double-sided tape on the side panels. You are allowed. Lauren, I am laid up so much with the fire going. And you're in a tank top, I know. I'm not getting your posts about being live. I always come in late. May I ask what you are making? Sheila, there might be a button you can click while I'm live. Maybe somebody can make a post about it. I don't know, but you can turn on notifications so your phone will like tell you when I'm live. Where do you live, Lisa? You're scared to use the Juki? What? Crap. I just got so overwhelmed, I knocked stuff down. I'm shocked, but I understand. The double-sided tape does not gum up my needle. It does start to get a sticky residue, but I don't have issues because of it, especially if you're using this size needle and this thread. You should be totally fine. Okay, so I want to add my key clip on this side. For sure, because this is the open side. So I'm gonna line up. Okay, snip your bottom center. We are making a modified Louise bag. In case I didn't answer that, I apologize. And the Louise is by Swoon. If you purchase through Swoon, please use my affiliate link. I feel so terrible for having that. I don't know why. She offers it. It's fine. Nikki said it's fine. All right, so 2 inches from the top. This is the same way it is in the pattern with the normal size, and it's no different with me enlarging it because, you know, they're still the same pieces. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Send your Juki to me, Devin. I'll look after it. I know, right? Like, let's just have a Juki orphanage. No, that's not the word I'm thinking of. Like, we'll trade it around. Sisterhood of the Traveling Jukis. Yes. Let's make it happen. Just kidding. That's stupid. Okay. This is so much bigger. I'm so excited. Ooh. Okay. Clip the bottom. Clip the bottom. And clip the bottom. And then we're gonna bring up the side piece to our 2-inch mark. And you're probably like, wait, but your sides are folded over. You're gonna unfold it to that 2-inch mark, like, and then you clip it. This part really confused me. I was like, wait, do I keep it folded? Do I unfold it? You do unfold it and clip it to the 2-inch mark. Yes, Devin, jump in. New Year's resolution, even though it's the middle of the year. Good God. I feel like I'm gonna wake up one day and be like, oh my God, what year is it? Where have I been all this time? Don't forget to add your clip, Lauren. You wanted that clip. Don't forget it. Don't forget it now. I won't. This is the side I want to add it to. So I'll be able to just reach in and grab it. That's what she said. So the bottom of my lining side panel is a little big. Not an issue. We're making it work. So there is the side panel all clipped in. It seriously is. Oh, I've got my face like right up next to the leather, just smelling it. So folded this over. Oh my God. So fold it over, open, okay. I'm gonna go ahead, no, I'm not gonna staple the lining, I'm okay. So that is the front, just trying to picture. Okay, I'm gonna add my clip. Well, I guess I could add it just like there in the middle. I'm gonna add it to the middle. I'm just gonna clip it on. It shouldn't be too, no, it's gonna be way too thick. Yeah, that's gonna be way too thick. So I'm gonna add it to the side. Which side? This side. There's not much going on this side. No, that is the side with a lot of stuff going on. Okay, we'll add it over here. Okay. Key clip in place. Thanks, guys. We got it. All right, so starting at the top, it's a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And switch your stitch length to something kind of small. Back stitch, back stitch. If you want to use a little bit wider seam allowance for the bottom, you can. That'll ensure a nice tight fit. Just kind of go in a circle, hold it in your hands. Watch out for everything else under your machine. Okay. Got my key clip in there. Very modified Louise, yes. Ben, come on. Come on. Where are you right now? What are you even playing with, you goober? Okay. I didn't think about my recessed zipper being an issue while top stitching, and it could be. It's a possibility. How long have you been making these complicated bags? I'd say the past 2 years. And I learn something new every day, and with every single bag I get better. So it's okay. So we're gonna trim the seam allowance starting after where I added my key clip. And then if you are making this bag, you're gonna start it about an inch under that fold where you started your sewing. And I will show you what I mean in a second. So there's where you want to start trimming your seam allowance. So you want to keep this here because this you fold in to a place, I'll show you later, and it's nice to have extra so you don't lose it. And then I just kept it long until the key clipped so that it's nice and secure. Yay, key clip! It's so easy, but so nice to have. Okay. So we'll add the other part of our lining and then we'll start working on the exterior. Hi, Ben. People have been wondering where you were. Hey, don't moon everybody. That's gross. Go to your spot. Go to your spot. Come on. Come on. Lay down. That's okay. You can lay down. Just lay down. Lay down. Stop showing him your butthole. So he does it again. And the viewership goes up. Okay. Yeah, go to your place. Go on. Go on. Thank you. All right, I'll turn the camera for you guys. Go on, lay down. Lay down. Okay, lay here if you want. That's fine. Hi, Ben. Thank you, baby. I'm sewing. You gotta leave me alone. I'm not stressed. You don't need to be here. Lay down. Right. Come over here. Go lay down. There we go. Coerce him into sitting. Here, play with this clip. Nope. You can't make me do shit. Well, I'm just doing the same thing to the other side of the bag. Oh, I need to mark my 2-inch marks. Yeah. We watch for the bend videos and the occasional sewing. So we're marking 2 inches down from every single side panel while it's folded. He wants to be the center of attention. That's fine, man. Just go do it then. Decide what to be, go be it. Unfolding, clipping at that 2-inch mark, you want to be just right up next to it. Like seriously, I just love the way this bag comes together. It's so cool. Blows my mind. Ladies, welcome to the Ben Show. The Ben Bum Show. asleep, so I should be too. Good night, Lauren. Get some rest. I'm unintentionally like adding darts because they don't quite fit. And that is okay by me. I think it's gonna be fine. They're not too terribly large. But I am worried what the outside is gonna be. So this is kind of like the darts on the Nora. Seriously, dude? Oh. For the most part, yes. This is the, I would say it's 70% true to the pattern instructions. What I've changed is like the pockets inside and the strap connectors. And then I've added 3.5 inches to the length of, the height of the bag. I have not changed the width. Hey Ben, you just wanted all the pets? Just wanted all the pets, huh? A little chin rub, a little chin rub action. Huh? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, can you go lay down now? Go lay down. Go on. Go on down. Go to your spot. Go to your spot. Don't forget to play with your hair now. Yeah. Let's talk about my hair. Okay. We have to play with Ben's hair. Okay. Go on, Ben. Go on. Lay down. Lay down. All right. See, Ben, I'm doing something. There you go. Now you know where to go. Can you not, though, with that? Give me that back. Thank you. The pattern originally calls for foam, and I did cut out foam large enough for this bag, and then I thought about it, and I don't hate myself enough to add foam into this mixture as well. It'll stand up just fine with waterproof canvas and the Decaville and the leather that is thick as hell. So, not worried about it. So now we're going to trim the excess and work on the exterior of the bag. Oh my god, I'm in love with this bag already. It's not even finished. I am going to use my side panels. I'm gonna trim 1/2 inch off of the edges with this Decaville. That's a little over. I'm not pressing very hard. Oh, got a little smaller. So I'm definitely not cutting through the leather. It's literally just slicing through the Decaville. So I can just do that. And now I'll redo it with an actual 1/2 inch seam allowance. For fuck's sake. There we go. Again, that is so satisfying. Does the wheel squeaking mean anything? No, honestly, I probably just need to oil it. This tool is just a little X-Acto knife, and I'm just barely scraping it along the Decaville, just so my seam allowance isn't as bulky. I was being precise and then I wasn't. This is so satisfying. Oh my god. I'm obsessed. Okay. The Decaville light isn't going to do that much if this is uneven, just so you know. Because I kind of gave up with this side. That looks like a mess. So this is going to get folded over 1/2 inch. I need to make this smaller. I probably didn't need to use Decaville at all on this side panel, but I really wanted it to stand up nicely on its own, so that's what I did. The leather is really thick and I'm barely pushing, so it's not cutting through the leather whatsoever. I'll show you guys the front so you can see, like, did not cut through, but it did trim off that Decaville. Okay, so I've got the center, no, I need to fold this over. I'm gonna grab some of my 1/4 inch double-sided tape. I just ran out that roll. I have more. Put it on the holder. Okay. It's been a while since I've had a full roll of this. This looks ridiculous. It's impossible to hold. So I'm just using 1/4 inch so that I don't sew through that many layers of double-sided tape and leather and this and that. Okay, fold that over 1/2 inch. Voila. That feels perfect. Get that out of the way. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these crossbody strap connectors, you guys. Way more excited than I should be. Okay, let's make sure those are folded over. Now we can grab the exterior of our bag and we're gonna start adding the side panels. So we're going to start by clipping the bottom together. And then we've made our 2-inch mark and we're going to start by lining it up there. Sorry. So you guys can see a little better. It's like Ben knew I moved it off of him. You're such a narcissist. All right, lining it up the 2-inch mark, and you just kind of unfold it, and you'll have seams together. Well, it sits nicely on the outside, so maybe I was just being lazy on the inside. Usually I would staple through these curves, but I don't think my stapler is going to make much of a difference on this. I'm gonna go ahead and try it anyway. It might work. And no, it didn't. So I'll say, never mind. We'll just go really slow. Oh, fun! Well, I'll wait. Go get the mail. Go ahead, we'll wait. What's that face for, Ben? Why do you staple it? This helps keep all of the fabric together because these clips will start to slide away on the curves. Things will start to shift and it gets hard to manage. So the staple is like a temporary stitch and then you just remove it and cut it out. And it's like it never happened. Okay. 1/2 inch seam allowance. But instead of the staples, you can just add like a million more clips as you're sewing because you do not want that to shift like mine is kind of doing. Get back into place. I've seen Jessica use like rubber cement to hold it together. I mean, whatever works. And then you just kind of want to like ease it through. Curves is not something that you can easily teach. It's definitely something you have to feel and get used to, or use staples, unless you're using leather. I feel like I'm missing some comments. Oh, I missed what you stapled. I didn't get to staple anything, but you can staple in the curves of your bag in the seam allowance if things start to shift, and that'll keep everything in place and hold it better than a clip would, because clips can kind of start to slide out, etc. But I can't staple through this much leather. If I did, it would just fall right out, which it did. But it works great with vinyl. I use staples in a lot of my bags. I just remove the staples. So you never know. Also, I just wanted to state that I really wanted to use piping on this bag, and I was like, no. I'm already making it complicated enough. And I'm already using like ridiculous fabric. You don't need to add piping on top of that. Okay, so just to state again, so in this corner, things can start to shift. So I would have added 1, 2, 3 staples along that corner just to make sure everything stayed in place, and it would have been well into my seam allowance, so it wouldn't get in the way of the needle or the foot. It does kind of tend to scratch up down here. I'm not worried about it. And then you want to remove it before you cut, especially if you're using fancy scissors, because it will ruin them. Oh, that feels so nice. Oh, I'm so excited for this. So I'm just going to trim my seam allowance down quite a bit. I'm going to leave the seam allowance at the top like we did with the lining. If you're worried about your seam coming undone, go ahead and stitch around it again. Nothing is stopping you. You just don't want to go right over your initial stitching. You want to kind of make a new line further into your seam allowance, not further into the bag. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Are you following through a pocket? Sandra, no, actually this bag is very cool. It actually births through this side, and I'll show you. I'm almost there, so I'll show you in a second. Got one more side panel to add, and then we're gonna top stitch and add the end of our zipper, and psh, she is finito. Oh, I gotta add my handles. But they're already sewn, yes. Guys, sew your handles first. Don't be like me. Okay. So we've added the bottom, marked it up at the center, going up to the 2-inch mark. This part gets very tedious. Like, you're repeating the same step 4 times, and it's like, oh. Yeah, it's so cool. I absolutely love this pattern. It's very difficult. I remember the first time I made it, I was like, what? What? Huh? But we figured it out. We got there. Okay, you guys, I want to know if you've ever lost a clip inside of a bag. Or if you would even know that you did. Because I have lost a clip inside of a bag and then I had to unsew my birthing hole and fish it out. It was hilarious. I was like, wait, what is that I feel? I haven't gotten this pattern yet. I have my list of swoon patterns and I check them off as I buy, now to save them, now to sew them, right? Well, now you need to save my affiliate link and only buy your swoon patterns through that. I left a pin in it once. Customer found it. Oh no! Yes, pins or clips totally count. You wouldn't know. Yeah. I definitely, I think it was a clip. It might have been a hair clip or something, but I definitely remember it happening. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder if I've done this before. And then I did once leave the birthing hole of a makeup bag open and I felt awful, so I've, knock on wood, never done it again. No, but a friend made me a Cruella fur coat and every once in a while I'll feel a needle or two in the lining. No, that's awful. Oh, the knee was, oh, Evie, oh man. My seam ripper, oh my God, Holly, yours takes the cake. Absolutely. I left a pin in a document bed. I'm gonna let you retype that. Grandson's pajamas. Oh, ow. I left a pin in a dog bed. Oh no. In a dog bed. Okay, guys, one of the last seams, and then we get to see the bag. Small stitching. Yeah, so things just start to shift if you don't staple. It's just the nature of things. You could use double-sided tape, I guess, but I personally wouldn't. I don't know why, I just wouldn't. He would cry every time he wore them. Oh no. My 3-year-old sharpied the stabilizer on the bottom of an Emily's bag. Oh, that's really fun though. Oh, Holly, that is so funny. That is a good thing it was yourself. I've honestly thought about like signing the interfacing inside a bag. I don't know why. But I always see those like funny memes where they write like help me inside a bag or like draw inappropriate photos. I'm like, nobody would see those unless you took it apart. It's so funny. Okay. need to lift up to readjust, make sure you leave your needle inside. You've signed, I have signed a bag. I signed my name on the date completion. Oh, that's so fun. Devin, yes I have. So I was birthing a bag through a zippered pocket. It was a Harry Potter Marauders map, Charlotte, I had been working on all day. It was looking beautiful. And then the main panel ripped. I feel like an awful business owner because I add like a different kind of pocket to the bag, so I literally just like sewed over it and removed that pocket. So I don't know. I haven't heard a complaint about it, but I feel bad. I don't know. Confession. I messed up a bag and tried to fix it, and hopefully I did, but if I didn't, then they're mad. Okay. So I'm gonna lift this up. Ooh! Scared Ben. Sorry. Never mind. Not touching it. Oh, I did. I fixed it. Okay, so showing you what we've been working on. So this is one of the biggest changes. The Louise has two of these zipper flaps. So what we do is we berth it through this big opening. I mean, you could berth it through a pocket, but it's really pointless because you have this large area. So I'm going to start with the bottom. It's like I'm wrestling. Holy cow, you guys. Literally. Gotta have strong nails for this part. Okay. So now we're gonna push out the bottom of the bag and hope it all looks good. That is a nice side. Push, yes, thank you. And I'm giving birth naturally too. Okay, so shove the lining inside the bag. This is exactly what I imagined it would be. I'm so excited. Oh, yes. And there's my keys. Okay, so this is what the bag looks like. There is the front pocket, super easy to get into and out of. So you definitely could have actually added the zipper straight onto the top, but I do like the recessed zipper. It adds a little more closure down below, and then you see that fun pop of color. You could also just add like a magnet or two magnets or something. Okay, but we're not done yet. We're not through, we're not out of the woods. So we have to take care of this U-shaped opening still. So what you do is you fold in those seams. I like to face them. It does, doesn't it? Oh my God, I love it. And it's a happy bag. Okay, so we're gonna clip this together. And then we're actually gonna sew it from the lining side, because I've tried sewing it from the other side and it's not easy. You could use double-sided tape to help you keep it in place. Oh, I love the colors inside the bag, you guys. Oh man, I didn't even take a chance, take a minute to look how colorful and pretty it is. So we've got our main zipper pocket here. We've got that snap zipper pocket, and then we have like a little secret zipper pocket. Recessed. I love the recessed zipper. Yes. Dibs when you're done with it. Sisterhood of the traveling bag. I know. I won't know until I put my arm and all my stuff in it. But yeah, I'm really happy with it right now. I wish you could see all the colors that I see. Okay, I can't, no. We can look at it when we're done. So I am running in with a little bit of a problem with the recessed zipper. It's gonna be a little tricky while I'm sewing it, but we're sewing from the inside, so it might be okay. Yes, this is a pattern I will make again. Oh my goodness, yes. I am obsessed with this shape. Like the way the sides just kind of come out and the top. Maybe right now, just so I could use that bag. Yeah, if I had to make this again, I would easily charge $300 with all leather, like most definitely. So then when you zip it up, I'm probably gonna cut the zipper down a few inches. I don't want it to hang out too much. But I guess it's not bad the way it kind of just sits in. I don't know. And then, hello, my keys are right here, and I can just reach in. I don't even have to open it. They're gonna be right there, and I got it. Sweet. All right, top stitch. So what I like to do is I'll take it from this side first. Just kind of move everything out of the way, and you're just gonna sew right along that side. I like to use a stitch length of like 4.5. Go nice and slow. I have that recessed zipper, so I kind of want to move that out of the way. I made my lining a little bit smaller as far as how it's folded in, so it's easier to see my leather. So I know that I'm going through both. So that's why I do that. The pattern says to add your crossbody connector if you would like one. In this seam, I wouldn't recommend it, personally. It's not secure at all. Like this one little stitch to sew that in, no, it's not gonna work. Thinking nom nom, looking at that zipper and eyes. It is in the bottom of the pinned post. I'm gonna post it as the caption for this video too. I'm gonna make it like a really simple, like direct Louise link. And then I'll put my modified notes as well in the caption. So that is what this side looks like all sewn up. The Swoon Louise, yes. So you can see here how I made the lining just a smidgen smaller inside. It's so awesome. I am just in frickin' love, you guys. I'm in love. So this is love. Oh, Ben, I love you too. I'm sorry. And then when you pivot, because you do have to pivot around those corners, please leave your needle in. Try and remind yourself to leave the needle in. If you have your connector on the side panel, make sure to push that hardware out of the way. Don't sew through your zipper. Messed up my zipper. Yes, this is the most amazing bag I've ever made. I 100% do not regret this decision. Pivot. Yes, you gotta pivot. It's pivotal. Oh, okay. So we're almost there. Oh, I'm so excited. Keep pushing that lining down. Just look at those pops of color. I love it. Okay. So we're gonna add our zipper end. I want it to be right about there. So we're just gonna cut that off. I was gonna use fuchsia, the fuchsia leather at the end of my zipper, but the little piece I cut wasn't big enough. So, whatever. Whatever. New bag, who dis, right? I love it so much. So excited. Treat yourself. I did love my old one, but it just wasn't big enough. This might not be big enough, but we're gonna move in on camera, so we'll see, we'll see. People are gonna be like, oh my God, I want one. And I'll be like, I'll take $400, please. Haley, this is actually leather from Springfield Leather. I wish it were vinyl. I wish. It's leather. It is expensive AF leather. Yes, it is pretty, but I mean, you can get vinyl that looks really pretty too. But it might not be as high quality as you would like. So there is our little zipper end. The Swoon Louise also has this super fun zipper end. I use it for almost everything just because it folds in so nicely. It looks nice, but it's not super bulky. Bulky. And then if you really wanted to, you could add like a magnet or a snap or something to the inside of your bag as well. Do you? Okay. Man, I just wish I had a rainbow nameplate. Handles, it's handle time. Yes, Springfield Leather. Now I'm wishing I'd used my like Hello Bam connectors. my bigger ones, just because these are like, kind of plain. It's okay. Yes, you should be nervous. I would not start with this leather. Start cheaper. Learn a little more. Okay. So I don't rivet these kind of handles on, I sew them on. Oh, it's a perfect fit. Hello, baby, you are now mine. Okay. So I'm gonna unzip my bag and start by sewing one on using a size 4 stitch length. Most machines cannot do this, so please don't attempt it. This is like 8 layers of thick ass leather. Sorry for cursing. So those handles are attached. Dun, 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 dun. It's the final countdown. Look at Ben. Look at Benjamin. Okay, I'm done. We'll come back, sorry. I'm only slightly wishing I'd used hot pink in the lining. Only slightly. But I was like, no, that's just too much. Blue is nice. It's so past bedtime. Next year, yes. It's a fabulous machine. Definitely do some research though. It may not be the right machine for you. And then you never know. Okay, it's literally finished now. Literally, it's finished, and I'm in love with the shape. I'm in love with your body. Here's the bottom of the bag. Sexy purse feet. And then just slight readjustment. So it always seems like it's kind of crooked in videos. I just absolutely adore the shape of the bag. Yeah, I got it at Disneyland. Perfect with that bag. Oh my god, it kind of is. It's like more colors. I didn't even realize it. Okay, so I'm gonna be super lazy and just use my old crossbody strap because I don't want to cut more leather, and I mean it still kind of matches. I could change out the hardware if I really wanted to, but I do want to check it out crossbody. Oh, yep, feels good as a crossbody also. I think maybe it was a 2 ounce, to be honest. Alright, now I'm gonna just move in. Gum? Sure. Hotspot? That's gonna go in my secret pocket inside. Oh, my tangled pocket. Pens? Pencils? We'll put that in the zippered pocket. Chapstick? Outside. This Yeah, exactly. So this was like my old version of that, and what I was doing is I like added this interesting pocket, and oh hey, look, everybody need, oh, another chapstick. Oh, I'll keep that down here. It just didn't work out, so it's like falling apart. We made the Louise bag by Swoon, but we extended the height and changed a lot of things up. But yeah, this is falling apart. You can see I was like, oh, it falls open too much, so I just added a snap. Kind of janky. It's full of lipstick and it's falling apart. Let's see what's in here. I don't even know. Oh, lip gloss. Yeah, add that. Oh, in there. Garlic butter, Scooby bacon cheeseburger. I don't know what that's from. FM stores, keep that. Hair tie, keep that. Munganast, fuck those guys. Yeah, beauty blender. Sunglasses. Yeah, it looks totally different. So actually, yeah, I'm gonna put my sunglasses inside the snap pocket area. Pretty cool. And then this is my old wallet. I would like to make a matching one, but this one is still fine. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. Scrunchie. Who doesn't need 2 hand lotions? Me, I guess. No, this bag is staying as is because look at the front. No, this will still always be my favorite bag. 2 hand lotions. No Face zipper pocket full of markers. Oh, that would look so cute. Oh my God, Kathy, let's do it. We're gonna do it right now. Yes, because it came with one and it's just so big and bulky, I don't even want to use it. Springfield Leather Co. gave me this cool pen. Throw that in my zipper compartment. I do have a ton of stuff. I don't even use a bag. I know, I love this blue lining. Gonna put my big girl panties in there. That way I always have them. What is this? Just an envelope? Oh, for my gift card. Costco, don't need that. Keys to the trailer. Okay, no, yes, keys to the trailer. Put that in my zippered, no, my secret zippered pocket. That'll be like my show stuff. This is a little sketchbook that I put purse ideas in. I want to make this someday, you guys. I'm like Mary Poppins right now. Like, it's popping. Everything's popping out. Everybody needs a measuring tape in their purse. I guess I don't need these anymore. What's this? Texas Roadhouse? Yum. I did, Arlene. I'm about to get there. I'm about to hook my keys. This is like the main reason I made a different purse. This one just had so many pockets, I kept forgetting what I put where. Old purse feet. This is a really cute emergency kit. I don't even know what's in here. Oh yeah, pills for, okay, I don't usually carry my markers, so those have to go. But my house key, gonna put that in a secret zipper pocket, in this zipper pocket. Oh yeah, there's nothing in there. We'll put these in there too, why not? Okay. Random purse foot. And now the final moment. Hooking my keys in. Hooking my keys in the bag. Yes. Yes. So yeah, this is my old bag, the inside. I used my favorite fabrics to line it. This was a big magnetic pocket that the magnet fell out of, so I don't know where that is. And my crossbody strap connector broke off, so I had to add a snap. So, you know, it's a nice big bag. I still love it. I'll never get rid of it. But now I have this bag, and it's beautiful, and I love it. Somehow it is ridiculously heavy. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. We started sewing, not knowing where it stopped. No, I love it. It's good. Oh, smart. Now I have these headphones so I can lay in bed and watch YouTube videos. I literally thought I lost these. Oh, we're gonna make a sunglasses case. That is happening. So let me go ahead and open this up. I feel like I need a zipper pull or a tassel also. Yeah, these are gonna go. Okay, that can be zipped. Love it, Lauren. You are so inspiring. I don't know what that pattern is. We're just gonna like scribble it together. Hold on. I'm gonna use some of the hot pink leather. Honestly, I'm just gonna make it like a sleeve. Nothing that like clips or anything like that. I just really wanted to use this fuchsia leather. What? Okay. Yes, Annie. It was so fun. I made a post the other day and added a pouch for sunglasses. That's so fun. Okay. Well, I just kind of scribbled this up and it's gonna work great and I'm excited. And I think, what am I thinking? Oh, I think I cut that wrong, but that's okay, it's big enough. Yeah, we got this. It's a joy. Right sides together, Lauren. So I just kind of scribbled it out and we're gonna, oh, oh, Jeanette, oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, Tabitha, I have a lot of machines. I have 2 sergers, a cover stitch, an embroidery, a regular sewing machine, and 2 industrials. I use them all though, so. Yes, Sandra, oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Kathy, it would be so fun. I just don't have time to organize it, so if somebody else wants to organize it, like, I'll show up and teach. So this fabric is a leather. I don't know the name of it either. But I'm thinking I want to sew a little sunglasses out of this onto here, but maybe not. But like I'm definitely gonna incorporate this fabric somehow. No, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna cut out a little sunglasses shape because we can. It'll be more like Tina's glasses, whatever. I left my sunglasses over there. Okay, they just kind of curve like that, and go back up, and come out. It looks more like a superhero mask, but okay. Why don't I just do a cat head? Cat face, Cynthia. We're on the same wavelength. I like it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could bring my my other sewing machine. These are the scissors I use with leather. They're the Tula Pink shears. They're the sharpest ones I have. Maybe this is not the right thing to do, but whatever. Oh my god, what if I was able to like cut out an L? And then everyone would know, like, these are my sunglasses. Don't even think about it. Okay. Did I cut the perfect little bend head or what? Oh, that's true. Okay. Tee-hee. So I'm just gonna add it like really cute in the top corner. Actually, no, I'm gonna sew this down first. And the sides of this are gonna be raw edged, and if I really feel like it, I can, you know, do that thing where you sew around the sides. Such descriptive words. Edge coat, I can edge coat. Nope, too close to the edge. That's where I want you. When I applique with this machine, I switch my stitch length to like a 3, sometimes even a 2.5, just because the smaller the stitch, the easier it is to get around things. And no, you cannot just get this machine and do an applique. Seriously. The first time I used it, I couldn't even like properly sew a Brooklyn. My friend Ashley knows, she has it. Bless her heart, she never complained. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, we gotta add a little nose. He needs whiskers. This is a foiled leather. Me and my kids will be in New Baden around Christmas time. Oh, that's so fun. I have a lot of friends in well, I don't have a lot of friends in New Baden, but I have one friend in New Baden. He does need whiskers. Okay, I will be right back. My other machine has white thread. Oh, pick that up. I'll stop there. I could add a nose and eyes, but no, I like it the way it is. So, just gonna lay right sides together. Like that, because we're just gonna cut off all the excess. I'm not too worried about it. And so, around the opening, again, 3.5, backstitch, 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 get back. I'm gonna call this like a little sunglass sock. I think I'm gonna sew around the outside edge one more time. Thank you, Kathy, for your inspiration. You were in my head, clearly. And then this metallic silver just kind of wipes off. But it's gonna get cut out, so don't worry about it. I'm just gonna sew around the outside edge one more time. No! Are we running out of thread? What's happening? Oh, there we go. We ran out of thread! Bobbin thread! No! Why do you have to do this to me? Over ambitious. Should have just stopped where we were ahead. It's okay. I've got another bobbin. Bobbin roulette. Marlene, you called it. Are we almost at 4 hours yet? Has it just been 3? 2.5? 2.5. I don't know. Seems crazy. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Oh my gosh. I feel awful. I could have gotten so much other stuff done. This is not gonna fit my sunglasses. Maybe it will. I think it'll fit just right. Oh, it's so big. That's okay. Alright, so we're just gonna trim around the outside edge. These scissors are so sharp. So this is a really great leather scrap buster, for sure. Yeah? Really? Is that so? So yeah, it's a little big. I could cut it down actually if I can sew it smaller. Yeah, let's do it. Let's sew it smaller. Or I could just, it could fit my chapstick. Get out of here. You need to get out. Yes, done. It's like I'm meant for that to happen. Maybe it won't fit my chapstick. I forget things are 3D, but anyway. Yeah, that fit them perfectly. Oh my goodness. Well, it'll fit a pen. You never know when you're gonna need a pen, right? So it's the sunglasses and a pen holder. Still going, always going. I don't know, guys. Should I just cut it off? Just cut it off? Add another stitch? Make it a pen holder? Oh wait, no! I think a liquid lipstick could fit in there. like a thinner liquid lipstick. No, because they're not pen size, and it's just pen size. Literally, just, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm not gonna need to put a pen with my sunglasses. Ben, if you don't get your butthole out of here. Yeah, just cut it. All right, well, I'm gonna add a second stitch line to it. I feel like I should have added like a D-ring strap to it, but I'm never gonna need that. Okay, so Arlene has provided you guys with the link for the Sunnies case. It's a free pattern from Polka Dot Chair, it looked like, Melissa. I actually subscribed to that blog. Well, Sandra, it's nasty. Somebody complained one time and now it's like all I can think about. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna just leave an arm out because I can, and there it is. Cute little kitty glasses case. I'm obsessed. It's so cute. It does. These are cool sunglasses though too. My future's so bright, I need sunglasses. You guys thought it was paused, didn't you? All right, bye.